I'm ready to start on the cover. Now in my introduction, I thought that I was going to have the box this way and this be the cover, and I was going to alter the front and have it open up this way and have it as a flap and do the signatures in here. However, I was watching that video in preparation to edit it, and I don't like that. I'm going to do everything backwards. I want to keep these beautiful Lang art cards fronts that are on the front of this box. I don't want to destroy that. I want to keep it as a part of my December daily. So this, that was the front, that was going to go this way, is going to be the back. And I'm going to do my December daily in a horizontal versus a portrait. So that means that this is going to be my front. I have to get it right here. This is going to be the front, and this will be the back, and it will open this way. Now I'm thinking I'll have to cut a little round section out or put a ribbon in there that will make it easy to get this out. So it will open this way, and of course I'll still have the flaps. It's hard to show it without it being cut. I'm going to cut here and cut here. This flap will fit down in there, so when it opens, it will open flat. My cards will also open, instead of opening like this. Let me get one of these cards out of the box here. Instead of opening like this, they'll open like that. And so I'll have this part to work on, this part to work on, this and this for one card. One greeting card to the viewers of the Meri.Atelier. And I hope to fill this box. We'll see how far I get in there. So I'm going to get started on the cover. I think the first thing I want to do is cut it here and cut it here. Now I'm not going to worry about it being perfect. That's not the object of this. However, I don't want to cut myself either. I think I'll cut this one because it's bent a little bit in. And you probably cannot see what I'm doing too much. I can hardly see what I'm doing too much. I'm just running my knife there. I'm just breaking that seal. And I'm going to do which normally happens anyway if you keep these boxes around too much. I think I'm going to have to cut these down, slant them at a 45-degree angle. But I'll think about that a little bit more. So I'm not going to gesso this. I want to gesso white along the sides here. I think I will mask this off for now. No, I don't think so. I don't want this to get too pretty. I mean, wait a minute. I don't want to get too particular on this. If I get paint off in here, so be it. It's the back. So I have some gesso here. I've been looking at this box a little bit more. My gesso has dried on the sides, but I've been looking at this a little bit more. So it'll go like this. And I'll open it like this. However, it's still not like what I want because it's going to be hard to look at those pages. I think that I need to glue this on the outside of this one and also cut this one here, so this one will also lay flat. Okay, I think this is dry enough now to work with. I said that I wasn't going to use any of this gold speedball ink. I don't know. I may be tempted. I chose some blue colors out here to go with my papers. But I think this is dry enough to work with. It's going to fold in like this. I'm very happy with it. I'll put a tab here. I'm debating whether to put a book tab on there or to cut a little finger slot in here. Right now I can just put my hand in there. I'll have to decide before I finish the cover. I don't want to put a big knob on it because I do want it to fit so into a bookshelf without it being wonky. So I'll probably either cut a slot like this or put a pull ribbon on it. I decided I was going to keep this on the back of my journal. However, I don't go for the dark greens so much. I like the blues. I like this Luminaire blue. I got it for 40 cents at St. Vinny's. And I'm thinking about putting blues around here and maybe even on the sides. I'm getting down to the bottom of this dazzling metallic. This is a peacock blue, but that really kind of starting to go with the greens on my trees. And then I have another Deco Arts Heavy Metals Light Blue Zircon, and I also got it at St. Vinny's for 40 cents. So I'm going to use some of this paint on here. I think what I'm going to do first is this. I'm not going to be perfect about it. Okay, I'm happy with the blue on this. There are a couple spots in here, but I'm going to be adding more to this. I have it predominantly blue instead of predominantly green. And I'm very happy with that. This is going to be the front, and I'm going to be collaging on the front of this these cards, I believe. Okay, my front of my box has dried pretty well. The inside's dried. I have some things I need to touch up in here, but I will do that. I decided not to cut these. I'm just going to let them slant in like that. So I have a few more pieces I want to put on the cover. I have a couple of trees that I want to put here. And then I fussy cut one of these ballerinas out of the scrap paper that I had left here. Actually, it was out of a larger piece. And then I did the same thing on a piece of chipboard and fussy cut her out. And I'm going to glue her on like this, and she's going to go on the front. And then on the back, I'm going to flip it over on the back, and I'm going to put some glitter on there, and I'm going to make this stained glass. Okay, my box is all dry. I let it set overnight. I did some touching up of various places in here. It's going to open like this. I still have some things I want to do to this. I put a stained glass. I put glossy accents on my windows and frosted them with some of this Ranger's dry glitter. And then I used my fine liner to draw the window. You know me, I can't keep my hands out of the metallic paint. So, what I'm going to do next is mix some colors here. I want this coppery color. Some gold, and some of this rich espresso. And I'm going to mix those. I'm just going to do this with my fingers, I believe. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, I'm getting pretty close to the end here. I put some paint around the edges. I really like that effect. I used gold and coppers and espresso. Just kind of gave it a kind of a worn look. I have a couple more things I want to do to it. I want to put a ribbon here so that when I can pull on it easier to open it. And to do that, I think I'm going to cut a little slit in here. Cut my ribbon about right here. Got a pretty satin green ribbon that'll go nice with the trees. And I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. I have my pull tab on here. Now I'm going to put on some of these numbers. I pulled out the year. So I'm going to put 2, 0, 1, 4. 2, 0. Shall I make them up a little? 1, 4. Or would it look better to have them over this way?